Getting a well-paying job is no easy a task. Job seekers feel they are discriminated upon when applying for vacant positions and believe that it is extremely beneficial to have connections to people in authority to be considered for employment. Debates have always ensued on the jobs that pay well and the ones people should avoid or take as sidekicks. Even in the lurking phase of high unemployment in Ghana, those lucky enough to secure jobs look for better salaries and working conditions. So, what are the 5 most sought after jobs in this country? Well, let's do a quick job outlook survey, shall we? We begin with medicine.
Some think the white robe is so cool, so that is what they want. And others think being a scientist actually makes you look cool or smart in a way. So people want that career to be what they choose one day.
Previously a preserve of bright students, an average person with a will, resources and determination can now pursue a career in medicine. The pay in most cases is decent, ranging between 4,000 to 15,000 cedis for medical doctors, and finding employment after graduation is comparatively easier. On the downside though, you will have to contend with long working hours and odd emergency calls. Most doctors also run what they call locum and keep 3 jobs at once, hopping from one health facility to the next just to increase earnings.
Medicine is an area where the moment you are done, even with your housemanship, you are already employed. Medicine, the numbers are very limited, and when they are done, obviously, they are, again, we even lack them. So we obviously would go in for them as a country. If you look at patient doctor rate in this country, it's not something that you can boast about. So obviously, why would people want to go into it? Because they see that as an easy way of getting employed.
Next is accounting and finance.
Most of our colleagues will want to pursue accounting or finance or banking, simply because they always put on suit, put on tie, and people will see them and like, hey, this guy is doing a very great job or he's well paid.
As the custodians of an organization's funds, professionals in this field wield a lot of monetary power. Their income too and job status cast statements on their own, and depending on the organization you work for or volume of revenue the firm makes, the pay can be impressive, ranging between 3,000 cedis to 26,000 cedis. For those with a liking for numbers, this area of study is worth pursuing.
Accounting is practical, but you see, when you are done with the degree, employers would want people who have some professional knowledge. And then so you would need to also do what we call the professional accounting, the CA, the ACCAs and the rest. That is where a lot of people get stuck and they're like, wow, I didn't know this is what it was. Normally, I advise people, if you're an accountant, you want to do the ACCA, whilst you are in the university, you are having lecturers teaching you all the principles, teaching you all the things, start doing the professional as well.
Another most sought after field of endeavor is politics.
Politics has got to do with everything. It covers every sphere in the country, and so people want to tell you that, okay, this thing, this ill or this negativity happening here is because of this political party. And so you know, as youth aspiring to be up there, we all want to be in the limelight, be seen with this person, seen with that person.
Africa has a well-grounded culture that regards politics as one of the fastest avenues to riches. Members of parliament, governors, senators and members of counties lie in this list. Other beneficiaries such as political activists, analysts, scholars, commentators, advisors and writers are some of the latest class of workers to make a career out of politics. Some often pump thousands to millions of cedis into political campaigns just to win an election with the hope of enriching themselves later.
Why would people want to go into politics the moment they finish school and they don't want to have a certain professional line before they are, because of what you mentioned? They think that, well, it is the easiest way to make money. It is the easiest way to get to the top. But you see, for such people, when they get to the top, you shake them and nothing comes out. If you want to institutionalize it as a profession, then we should have it well structured. Well structured in such a way that every individual who goes into it should have some basics.
Marketing is another job that has become a hot cake in recent times.
If I'm to go really into marketing, then I have to be very passionate about it, and also taking into consideration the fact that you'll be meeting new people, you bringing the creative aspect of you into play, being creative at all times, putting in strategies, meeting people, thinking about or bringing contemporary issues into play.
They are seen to be living a very extravagant life, quote unquote, and so that sort of lifestyle attracts a lot of people, and they feel all that glitters is gold, and so they would want to associate with such people.
This field can be pretty unpredictable, but established marketers make a fortune out of their careers with salaries ranging between 2,000 cedis to 10,000 cedis a month. As the men and women entrusted with a company's brand, sales and market share, the growth of the company image can translate to high incomes and commissions for these professionals. Marketers can earn as much as their salaries can stretch, with some in the leading banks and insurance companies enjoying millionaire status.
People diversify and they do better than what they are really trained to do. Marketing is becoming attractive. It's attractive. Again, there's an international standards for all of that. It's attractive again because of the nature. You see, it's more outdoor, like people see you, you feel.
Now let's move to media practitioners.
The reason why everybody wants to be in the media is because we find ourselves on radio, we find ourselves on TV. So I think like we want people to see us, we want people to watch us.
We see most of our people in the media schools. For me, when I see the beautiful ladies presenting, when I see the beautiful ladies telling us updates, giving us what is going on around the world, it's attractive.
This field has been infiltrated, as some media practitioners term it, by non-holders of communication qualifications. But the truth is, this sector has become more of personal branding. Personalities with the ability to draw viewership or mass audiences have found a home in the media. These range from comedians, talk show hosts, and star presenters. The earnings here are dictated by individual clout, and some practitioners easily attract salaries similar to those of members of parliament, which hover around 14,000 cedis a month.
You see, people flood in because they see people who have done it before and think that, oh, I can, yes, you can do it, you can get there. But in media, if you ask me any day, any time, I look out for talent. Talent, and then you see people have talent, then they put the professionalism by it. You can get one of the best.
According to HR consultant and lecturer at the Central University, there is the need for young people to solicit reliable career advice from professional counselors before deciding on what they want to do.
What does your daughter or son want to do? Counseling. Sometimes, and I'm not even talking about just work. Even with the other side, where we are not talking about academic work, we are not talking about people going to school. There are people who have interest in hairdressing. The people who have interest in what is the interest of the individual? Apart from interest, because if the person has an interest, the person could develop talent in that area.
While government has expressed a renewed sense of urgency to tackle youth unemployment in the country, the problem of youth joblessness appears more complex than meets the eye.